Hey guys, today welcome to another video. Today guys, we are going to be talking about the new AMD Radeon RX 480. I gotta use saying that, the RX instead of R9. But anyway, let's go and talk about this card. Let's go over the specs real quick, or so what we know about it. And then I want to talk about what I feel about this card, how I feel that this is just a great card, especially for the time, and this was a great business decision by AMD, in my opinion at least, to announce it then. So anyway, this card was announced on Wednesday, and I actually haven't made a video about it yet because of the fact that I was hoping that more information would come out. You know, I was just kind of hoping that more information would come out, but guess what? We didn't really get much more information. Especially, I was hoping for some benchmarks, but you know, no luck. Anyway, this card's gonna have 2,304 stream processors, which is fast. That's really fast. That's roughly in between the AMD Radeon R9 390 and the R9 380. So it's like almost exactly between those two, which is fantastic. We really don't know much more than, we don't even know how many teraflops it's going to be running at. We only know that it's going to be more than 5. It's going to have a boost clock at least 1.08 gigahertz, which is great, I guess. I don't know. It depends. That's between the 390X and the 380, or 390, sorry, not 380, my bad. Anyway, it's going to have 4 gigabytes of VRAM or 8 gigabytes of VRAM, depending on which variant you get. And the 4 gigabyte version is going to be coming in at $199, and the 8 gigabyte one, I heard rumors that it's going to be coming in at $230, which is a little bit more. Yeah, sadly this is going to be GDDR5 memory, so yeah, not GDDR5X, which is what I was kind of expecting. No, slightly disappointing, but yeah, we don't know how many transistors are on this board. On this card, sorry, not this board. We're not talking about motherboards. It's going to be running at 150 watts. One cool fact is that it's going to only have a 6-pin connector, unlike the GTX 1070, which is going to have an 8-pin connector, which is, you know, that's really interesting, and that's really something to think about. It's going to be a Polaris 10 card, we think. We're not sure, but we're guessing that simply because of the fact that Polaris 11 is more towards laptop GPUs. I'm sorry, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling over words, but I really wanted to make this video, and I've been pushing it off because I was hoping for more information. Again, I already said that, but yeah. Now, even though the memory is falling back, there's one cool thing that we really need to discuss, and that's the manufacturing process. This is going to be using a 14 nanometer FinFET, which is amazing. That's half of the 300 series, and that's just great. That's honestly amazing. The GTX 1070 and 1080 are going to be using 16 nanometer, so you know, that's something really cool to think about. It's going to be launched on June 29th this year, obviously, which is really great. It's going to be coming out this month, which is something, you know, pretty cool, something to think about at least. Yeah. So when it comes to performance with this card, we're expecting it to be between AMD's R9 390 and AMD's Radeon R9 380. More towards the 390, but not quite there, which is great for a card that's only costing $200, which is $150 less than the R9 390, and this is a great option. This is honestly a great option, and especially for this time, because I know a lot of people that are building PCs for the first time, and they don't necessarily want to play games maxed out. You know, they don't really want all that power. They don't need the power of a 1070 or a 1080. Definitely not 1080. More like they don't need the power of a 1070, but at the same time they don't want to get a card like the GTX 960 or the Radeon R9 380 that's gonna be dead in a year basically, and it's just, well, not dead, but it's not gonna have any value, first of all, or very little value at least, and second of all, it's also gonna be kind of out of date compared to the architecture of these new cards. And they want something new. They want the newest, coolest thing, and that's great, but they don't need the power of a GTX 1070, so kind of stuck there, you know. Are you gonna wait for the GTX 1060? Maybe, maybe not. We're not sure when that's coming out. We've got no ideas. That could come out in a year, which is probably what's gonna happen. It's probably gonna come out in about a year, letting these cards sell out a little bit, which is what typically happens with NVIDIA's GPUs. So this is a great beginner level tier for people that are spending maybe $600 on a PC build. It's a great option to go with this card, especially with the performance you get. Now, AMD's really gone a similar route to NVIDIA, not to compare them at all, because that's just kind of, well, obviously you have to compare them, but at the same time, they're not like copying any strategies. There's so much bias towards each other from consumers. Anyway, this card is gonna be amazing, honestly. It's a nice beginner level card, but it's gonna be great for people that only want to spend like $600 on a build. And I say only $600 because for most people are spending a little bit more than that, maybe like $900. And this is just gonna be a great beginner level card. So again, yeah, they're gonna go a similar way to NVIDIA in the sense that they're really focusing on VR, which is something that I know not like personally really into. I don't really find the fun in that, but that might be just because like my favorite game is CS:GO. I like games that are not like that. Anyway, I guess that's just my opinion, but yeah. But there are some games, you know, I like some games like that, you know, sometimes. Anyway, this card is gonna be fantastic, and it's really got a huge place. And I feel like it's really gonna take away from the sales of the 1070, because a lot of people that were thinking about buying a 1070, I think will think about getting the RX 480 now that it's gonna be launched this month. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.